Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, he hails from Blackpool, England, and he weighs in tonight at 242 pounds, William Regal. Well, William Regal, a man who made his professional wrestling debut all the way back in 1983 at the age of 15. He was fighting grown men back then in England and the carnivals in Blackpool. Of course, went on to wrestle in Europe and Japan, and more famously in the United States. So William Regal, familiar and well adapted to any style of professional wrestling. I'm sure those skills are going to come in handy against his opponent here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent. He hails from Vienna, Austria, and weighs in tonight at 250 pounds, Gunther. Well, the ring general making his way to the ring. Just like Regal, this man is a no-frills professional wrestler. He's not going to be dancing around that ring. He's not going to be showboating to the fans. Two men that get straight to the point with their wrestling and let their fighting skills do the talking. I'm sure this is going to be a very, very no-nonsense, fascinating contest between these two. It's Gunther entering the ring now, ready to do battle with one of the all-time greats in the sport of professional wrestling. A match that many, many people thought we'd never see, probably wanted to see, and tonight we're finally going to get to see these two lock horns. The question is, who is going to come out on top in this match as the bell rings? Sizing each other up there, and Gunther wanting to engage in a lock-up battle. The two men lock up, and Gunther with a slight leverage advantage, a slight weight advantage. Gunther 6'4", 250, Regal 6'3", 242, and Gunther coming out on top in that lock-up exchange there. Gunther now a beautiful European uppercut, and now Gunther with a big hip drop right across the chest of William Regal, going for the cover early, thinking he's done enough, but Regal, well, you're going to have to do a lot more than that, Gunther, if you want to put William Regal away. A wily veteran is Regal, as now Gunther with strikes. Nice block by Regal. Regal throwing a right hand of his own and knocking Gunther down to the canvas. Now going to work on the leg. And this is probably a good strategy here for Regal. Keep him on the ground. Mat wrestling is probably his strongest suit. Not that Gunther's a slouch in that department, but I give Regal the edge when it comes to mat fighting skills, as Regal now really keeping Gunther grounded on the canvas. Now Regal trying to hyperextend the neck here. Painful submission maneuver designed to wear his opponent down. And Gunther, ever since the match has gone to the ground, has looked to be in real trouble, has been at the mercy of Regal. Now dropping the knee right across the bridge of the nose, and another one by Regal. Now the cover made, the shoulders down. Gunther managing to get the shoulder up, gets back to his feet. Now Regal though ringing the arm. Look at this, I thought he was going for a snap there. Squeezing the head, another very, very painful submission maneuver by Regal, and he knows many, many submission maneuvers. Probably several hundred in his repertoire, and I'm sure there's more he could pull out of the bag here to really put some pain on Gunther, as Regal has the shoulders down again, but Gunther once again getting a very quick kick out. And thus far I've been very impressed by Regal, really controlling the pace of this match. Goes for the Irish whip though, and Gunther putting the brakes on, and now with a couple of vicious drops and a big boot. Gunther looks to take over now in this match, and look at this, an armbar.
Rope break.
Trying to hyperextend that elbow joint, the referee calling for the rope break, and Gunther completely ignoring him. Wait until the referee gets to the 4 count. Trying to inflict as much extra damage as possible with that hold on his opponent. Now knocking Regal against the ropes. Here comes Gunther with a right hand. And look at that vicious clothesline. Now picking him up. And my goodness, what impact. Regal turned inside out there, and the power of Gunther on full display. And now Gunther dropping elbows across the abdomen. And as we expected, no frills, no flamboyance, just a hard-hitting match, as now Gunther going to the top rope, looking to hit a big move, but Regal saw that one coming and steps out of the way wisely. Now Regal once again going for that net hold. I'm not sure it's enough to make a man like Gunther tap out, but the more he keeps applying these holds, the more it's going to wear the body down. Very, very smart strategy here from Regal, and now look at this, tangling the arms, almost like making the man put himself in a front face lock. Regal, nice elbow there. Gunther managing to get to his feet. Regal straight back on him though. Gunther turning him around, goes behind. Beautiful German suplex by the ring general there. And I think this is what Gunther's got to do. He's got to rely on the standing power moves, but look at that, comes charging in. Regal getting the elbow up. Couldn't capitalise on that reversal though, and now look at Gunther. Fall away suplex. And maybe the power and the technique too much, but look at that, Gunther removing that protective turnbuckle pad, tries to throw Regal into it. Regal putting the brakes on, and now Regal sends him sternum first. Well, that backfired on Gunther, and now Regal, very strange for this man to go to the top rope, but drops a beautiful elbow. The cover's made, the shoulders down. This could be enough to put Gunther away. Oh, just in the nick of time. Gunther getting the shoulder up, and a look of disbelief on the face of William Regal. He really thought he'd done enough there to have his hand raised in victory. Now Gunther going behind Regal. And now a strong Irish whip sends Regal right into that exposed steel turnbuckle. The protective pads are there for a reason, as Regal sent for the right off the rock. Big knife edge chop. Now Gunther sends Regal into the corner. And look at this, the big boot, the choke. Well, Regal looked to be close to finishing this match off. He's certainly turned around now, as Gunther now going to work on him with chops. Sending Regal for the ride off the ropes. And my goodness, what a clothesline. What a vicious clothesline that was. And Gunther, after nearly knocking Regal's head off, comes out of this match your winner. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Gunther. Well, a fascinating contest between two great professional wrestlers, but in the end, the power of Gunther, that vicious clothesline, nearly decapitated Regal, and that was enough to get the victory.